Well, hello there. Looks like we made it. My goodness me, how good to see you all. Thank you. Wow, we have like 26 people here already, or thereabouts, from different places in the world. Hoping you can all hear me okay. Let's make sure I'm not muted. I don't think I'm muted, right? You can all hear me, yeah? I'll await your okays. There are puppets in the background. So yes. Yes, can you all hear me? Can you all hear me? So yes, basically the idea is for the little countdown there is to give everyone a chance to come on in and catch up. So let's see. Sound is clear. Okay, loud and clear. You're all hearing me. Okay, good. I didn't wish this thing would scroll down properly for me. Okay, there you all are. Look, oh my goodness, fantastic. Okay, so you can hear me. Okay, I moved my mic up to the top from last time. So yes, basically today you are all my guinea pigs, which is a good thing because who doesn't like a guinea pig? Excuse me, I'm going to sneeze. Allergies, I guess. But yeah, so I'm doing this kind of thing just right now to test out sort of both my new setup and to kind of get reacquainted with the tools that I'm using here for the streaming and all that kind of thing. Make sure the lighting is okay, the cameras are working, the software is actually behaving itself, and that you can hear me and that I know how to use everything. I can get the chat up. So let's see. First thing, let me try this. Chat. So I want to see if this will bring up the chat on the side. It says it's ready to display. So why are you not bringing up the chat down? Oh, here we go. Oh, hang on. Okay, so it's coming in now. There we are. Okay, so this is good. So if I want to bring your chats up up there, then this seems to be working, doesn't it? Okay. There might be a slight delay, but hey, that's okay. I have a delay as well. So, yeah, I mean, we're not looking bad, right? You know, I've got a few little lights thing going on and I've made little adjustments and stuff. But thank you everybody for coming by for starters. That's amazing. Good. So, you know, I'm almost there with my setup back here. Once I have another sort of rail on this side, then I will get another one of those bubbles. Pop. Then I will center up the background, and then they'll just get a little bit of curtain one side, a little bit of curtain the other. But I don't have the stand to put it on this side yet. So that's a little adjustment I'm going to make soon. But and then I'll put a cloth over that stuff and add a few little bits up in the background. But that's kind of the idea, that I can have something permanent. I can just walk into this room, switch everything on, and say, boom, there I go, without having to redo the lights and pull screens behind me and all this kind of nonsense. It's such a pain in the bottom. So yeah, and this is great though. So far everything's working well. So you can all see your comments at the side, and I can remove that. Will you? I won't be masking up today. And yeah, reasonable lighting. I sort of got three going on right now. I've got a very low level one on that side, and a very low level cold light on that side. Just a little sort of low ring light in the middle, just to fill things out a little bit. Don't want to make it too flat and boring, but also I don't want to look too dull and weird and nonsense and things. So yes. Okay, so that's all working. I'm just going to pull the chat off for a moment here. Okay, there we go. So that slides out. Fantastic. Okay. Alright, so let's see. Oh, someone's watching from Boyle. Who is that? So now let's see. Actually, I'm going to pop chat back up on that again so that you can all sort of see what each other's saying. Now, so, okay, one of the other things I'm testing out right now is I'm streaming to like 5 different locations from one place right now. Hey, Judy. And I think it should be 2 YouTube channels and 3 Facebook pages, I think. So theoretically, it's all... I've actually tried this before and I never got it all to fully work right. I think a couple of channels didn't broadcast, and thank you. Yeah, you like the shirt. You know, some people will know who that is. It's a good family day out at Bucky's, that is. Yeah, you don't have to go, just spend the day at Bucky's. It's fantastic. Gavin, thank you. Yeah, my goodness me, look at you all. So so now here's the other thing I've not done before is on YouTube. I should be streaming in 4K. So if you are on YouTube right now and you can go down to the little settings button down there, theoretically you should see this in 4K. Which I've not been able to do before because of my bandwidth stuff here. So, and the camera stuff as well. I've had, other issues. So I think it's working so far so good, which is crazy. And you can all hear me and see me, and then it's not too shabby, right? So we could have a good thing going here, couldn't we? Scott, yeah, check it out. It says HD. So Hazel, you are probably looking on YouTube, I would imagine. I don't know. Pete from Southend, movie night. Oh, Labyrinth. Okay, you remind me of the Babe. Well, have fun with that. Hopefully it's a nice big DVD and, small DVD, but a big screen at least. Turn it up loud, annoy the neighbors. It'd be fantastic. So, let's see I think the new comments are at the top. That's right on this thing. There they are. I see them now. So, all right. Well, okay. Now that you're all here, 50 people watching. My goodness me, 50 people. I don't even know 50 people in the entire world, but you're all here anyway. So yeah, let's talk about the flood. First off, Dublin, Steve in Dublin. Good. So the flood. So I'm on this house is like nearly 200 years old, and the front of the house has 2 stories. The back of the house has 3, but that's another story. What? Oh, hang on, I missed an opportunity here, but that's another story. Thank you. Yeah, sorry about that. So because there's the way the geography of the place is, and so the house is slowly tilting down into the river in the back there. There's an incline here, in the floor. I'll get out my little spirit measure and I'll tell you what the gradient is at some point. But I can surf sock across the floor downhill, which is really amazing. So, but what that means is the back half of the house, there's 20 houses in a row here, sort of cottages. They're old miners' cottages, and there's a river behind. There's back gardens, and then a little communal area of grass. And both on 4K on Facebook as well. Oh my goodness. Okay, interesting. Well, that's rather good. It's kind of exciting. Not that you want to see me in 4K or anything like that. I wouldn't recommend it necessarily. You want a nice hazy filter on there. But anyway, so the back is behind there is a river. Behind the river is a railway line, and so it's kind of low ground, and the storm Babette or whatever it was called that came through last Friday, the whole area here was completely flooded, and some of you saw my post that I put up, my little video showing. I think we got a sort of between maybe around 9 inches of water down below, and my kitchen is down there. So whereas other people, their kitchen is where this room is here. So it depends on which house, what they've decided to do in the house. I quite like the kitchen being down there because then the double doors open out to the garden, which is quite nice. But so there's concrete down there on the ground, and on top of that there's a linoleum thing. So I didn't have any carpets, I didn't have any wood, any hardwood, or any underlay or anything like that. So hey, Derek. So somebody frozen? Mike has not yet frozen Facebook. Okay. Frozen somewhere there. Did I miss the California? I always miss the California desert. I love the dry heat. I love that. But there's cabinets under there in the kitchen, but they're all raised up on little legs, and then there's a front baseboard. So most of the water didn't really get above that first shelf in the cabinets below, pretty much. I think the very bottom part of the oven got flooded, and it's not quite working right anymore, but it was an old one anyway. but so there wasn't any real actual damage as such, other than just silt and dirt that I had to spend days mopping up and cleaning. But there's a little fridge, under counter fridge that was here already, and I have my fridge freezer that I brought in, and both of those, of course, the electronics are at the bottom of the appliance, and they were plugged in, and that tripped the power, so the power went out, and it took me forever to figure out, because I'd switched the breakers, I'd unplugged everything that I could see, and I didn't realize there was like a behind a counter socket that I couldn't even get to. Once I unplugged that, switched it off and unplugged it, then I was able to get the power to come back on. Thank goodness. And I basically let those dry out properly, put heaters behind where the back of the motors were, or whatever those things are behind fridges, and they all dried out within a day or so, and came back on just fine. And then I was thinking, oh, what about the washing machine? Because that's down there as well. And that came on just fine. Then, of course, I realized, well, it's a washing machine. It does water things, so all the electronics are going to be contained anyway, right? Because otherwise people would be electrocuting themselves every 5 minutes. So the washing machine was... So basically, I was okay. But a lot of people around here were not so lucky, especially the ones that had their living rooms or bedrooms or other things down in that room. That, you know, the stuff's just ruined. Carpets, sofas, everything. It's just, you know... So it's awful, and this is not, you know, my neighbour's been here 30 years. She said that it never happened before, and of course now we're all worried, like, is this going to be a regular thing? Is this going to keep happening or not? So we shall see. But thank you for asking. Ian, you're not late. You're fine. There is no late. I was just saying we're just catching up here, and I'm just really testing all this out, making sure it all works. But yeah, all the chats are coming in from all the different places. So up here, mostly it's Facebook chat, isn't it? I see a YouTube there. Yeah, Gina's on YouTube chat, and Emma, and Hazel is okay. I see Hazel on YouTube there. So, but up here on the chat, I assume it's just F's, isn't it? Okay, I assume we're getting YouTube's on here as well. So I'll keep an eye out for that, because everything should be coming through. I think so. So, and I think I can still do this. Yes, I can still do that. Greetings from Arkansas. That's how you say it, isn't it? Arkansas. I'm pretty sure that's right. Bucky's. Yeah, well, Bucky's. Oh, yeah. Good old Bucky's. Fun family day out. Oh, my goodness. So anyway, let's scroll down a bit more here and make sure I'm not missing anything. Seattle, Washington. Jason. Yeah, fantastic. Good old Seattle. So, let's see, let's add this. Not as such, actually, because we have the actors, we just had the writer's strike, we have the actor's strike. A couple of things I was working on have been put on hold because of that. So, yeah, a lot of personal projects, though, I will say that, which is actually really good. This is one of them. This is one of the projects that you're looking at right now. Sort of, I'm getting all this working. So you know, use the time, right? I mean, that's something we all learned. So YouTube. So some people's YouTubes. Okay, there's a comment from YouTube. So some people are saying it's gone down. Some people are saying it's not. It could be that. It could be a local issue with your bandwidth on your machine. Maybe it's because you're in 2K and maybe you want to go down to HD or something, regular HD. Perhaps that will solve it. Try that anyway. Try bringing your quality level down and refreshing the browser. See if that works. Are you all seeing the full chat on YouTube as well? Make sure you've got full chat open too. Peter, Germany, very slow watching on the telly now. I do that sometimes too, Peter. I get on the YouTube and watch stuff on the telly and put my feet up. It makes it harder to interact and comment. You have to have a separate device and stuff, but you can do that. It's great. I like watching YouTube on telly. So let's see what else. YouTube is back. Interesting, yeah. So gosh. So let's see what else is going on. So yeah, the strike has been, we're in what now, 107, I don't know how many days it's been now. It's over 3 months, I guess. And it has to, something's got to get figured out soon, because yeah, shows are going to get cancelled. It's going to affect next summer's stuff as well. And Hollywood is not an island. That's something I don't know if they fully understand that at SAG there in California. They see it as the actors there are affected, and the crews there are not working and that kind of thing. But in reality, it affects all production. Well, not all, a lot of productions throughout the country, especially in the larger production hubs in the US and also in Europe and especially UK. There's so much stuff happening now in the UK. It's, I'd say, even more than the boom time in the 70s and 80s, where all the Star Wars and Raiders and all the things were being made here. A lot of studios are being built in the UK right now, and a lot of big American productions are coming here and have been coming here. And of course, they have WGA writers and they have SAG performers. So a lot of stuff, most things, for the most part, there's some probably TV stuff, UK TV stuff that's all still going fine, but everyone's kind of shot out what they can shoot now in the productions with SAG performers in them, and everything's come to a halt. And it's not something anyone in the UK has a say in or has a vote on, or even whichever way definitely New Orleans, exactly, Nolans, and Atlanta, a few other places. Whatever the outcome of the negotiations are, it doesn't really affect or change anything that's happening elsewhere outside of for the union members. So it has huge implications on the entire industry. And I know that Fran Drescher, the SAG president, is she has her ideal in mind. She's holding out for the members and for all the various things that you all kind of heard about, although it's still not clear to me what the very specifics are that they're negotiating for. Like with AI, what are they actually asking for? What are they saying? No, you can't do this, but yes, you can't do that. I still haven't heard what the specifics are exactly on that. So yeah, Elstree. I mean, we got, oh my goodness, so many stages going up now. Just in the last year, it's exciting. So anyway, the thing is, it's great to have an ideal, and it's great to fight for what is right. Absolutely. But I think the reality is there's going to have to be compromise. Doesn't mean it's right, and it doesn't mean that it's fair, but there will have to be compromise, or else Hollywood is going to leave Hollywood and it's going to go elsewhere. And that's what I called earlier on some of my posts, Hollywood 2.0. They're going to start working projects outside of the outside of the LA and outside of the unions, because they can. And I don't want to see everyone over there left behind because they couldn't find some sort of a compromise. And there has to be, in all negotiations, there has to be a compromise. And as I say, it doesn't mean it's right, but it's the only way we're going to get this resolved. And I think the producers are kind of giving the impression that if something doesn't get sorted, by the end of the month, next week, middle of the week, it's over. They're just going to walk away and say, all right, we'll come back next year. And that is just awful. That is just awful. So, they drag Fran pretty hard on Saturday Night Live. She's a little bit, I don't know what's the word. I just wish she would tone it down a bit and just be more businesslike and less, I don't know. I have to be careful what I say. And yeah, a lot of Hollywood has and is leaving. The big movies, the shows are all coming to the UK. And I think, it's a hell of a lot cheaper there. The unions don't have anywhere near the hold. There's great actors, there's great crew, the quality is excellent over there. But ultimately, it's cheaper, a lot cheaper. So there we have it. Let's see. Dagenham. Yeah, I heard about that actually. Yeah, the Paul. Was it you or maybe someone was telling me about that recently? And there's even something across the road in Enfield now. There's a few stages there, just right 5 minutes from where I used to live, which is crazy. So how about that? Yeah. So Luxembourg, Daniel. Yes, I'd love to. Whenever they'll have me back, it was great. I had such a good time there. I loved it. Great city. Really, and nice people. So let's see. I'm missing half of the chats here. I do apologize. I'll just have a quick look, make sure. So basically, there's the way this software works is there's two kinds of chats. There's the sort of the comments that are within the software that I'm using here right now, and that's how I can put up comments like that. And that's this part of the software. But then this feeds out to what I'm using another software that then blasts it out to all the different places, and that is where this stuff comes from here. So I got two lots of chats going on, two screens of chats. So yeah, interesting, huh? So let's see. Okay, what else? So there we are. So that's the floods. That's the strike. What else? Yeah, let me have some water. That's the best. So let's see. What else is going on? Oh yes, the very tragic, sad news hearing about poor Matthew Perry. I know some people that I've worked with and did know him. I didn't meet him or know him myself, but he obviously had problems over the years, and it's just very sad. And you think, had he been in a less high pressure sort of public facing industry, would he have not suffered as much? Possibly, but we're not going to know that. I mean, he was always I guess. Oh, look at that. Gina's on YouTube and Facebook. That's amazing. At least it's working. So Matthew was found dead yesterday. I think it seems like it was an accident or a medical reason, but he did struggle and suffer a lot over the years. So but I hear he was, people that knew him said he was really nice and a great guy. So it's just awful, isn't it? And nobody can really do anything about it. But a fellow performer, a fellow entertainer, but he was no doubt predisposed genetically as well, probably anyway. So it's just awful. A lot of people were very fond of him, but like I say, I didn't know him myself, but I do know people that did. So that's a yeah. I mean, I'm sure they'll have an inquest and figure it out, but possibly byproducts of his struggles, perhaps. But he was 54, which is just a kid, right? I mean, just don't like hearing that. So yeah. So I've received 100 messages today with Restream Chat. How about that? Look at that. There it is right there. Let's do that thing again. I want to see if it works. Yes, there it is. Oh, get it. Pop, pop, pop. Yeah. Crazy. What else? You know what else this thing can do? Let me see if I can find it. Okay, don't go anywhere. Ready? Time for a bit of fun. We can, because it's very sad, we can have some rain. going on. Let me just pull down the chat there a little bit for a minute. So we have some rain. What else do we have that we can do here? This is so silly. This is so silly. Oh, it's just turned itself off. Hang on. What's this one? Oh, this is good. This is like, ooh. Isn't that mad? I don't know when you would use that and why, but it's there anyway. And then you go, yay, confetti, yippee, yippee. You know, nice, right? And, oh, this is quite nice. Little balloons coming in front of me and behind me. It's clever stuff, isn't it? How they can cut you out now. And then, of course, this is always nice. Ooh, ah, fireworks. Ooh, ah. Yeah, okay, enough of that nonsense. All right. So, oh my goodness me. Let's put up your little chat again, because I know that you're enjoying reading each other's comments. Yeah, laser light show, isn't it, Scott? I guess it's kind of fun. I mean, you know, why not, right? And then, of course, you know, the thing is, I can make my own overlays on here as well, and animations and things, which is good. So I can customize, bring in my own stuff, and sound effects and everything like that. So it's quite nice. But so far, nothing has overheated or exploded, which is great. How long have we been on so far? Half an hour, I think it looks like, right? 17. Is that right? Yes. Okay. 30. We were on 30 minutes, so we're doing quite well. We're doing well. Let's see what else. Oh, my restream chat has logged me out for some reason. Let's log back in again. That's why it's not coming up there. How odd. Let's see. I think we're back. 12 stages going up in Boreham Wood. On the back lot, perhaps, because there's not a lot of space left there. Oh, for goodness sake. Restream is wanting me to check crosswalks on this picture to make sure I'm not an alien. I am an alien. Verify. How weird. I don't know why I got logged out there. There we go. Now we should be back, so this should all come back in again. All right. Good. I don't know why I did that. It threw me out. But anyway, can it snow? Actually, it can if I bring in an overlay of myself. I can bring in anything I want. Yes, it was good seeing Keith DeWinter again, just seeing your chat over on the other side there. The Mad Hats. No, it can't put Mad Hats on me. That's something. That's a whole other thing again. Have you heard about new projects from the Froud family? No, I haven't actually. No, I've not spoken with them for a while now. So, but that's great. I hope they can keep on being busy and busy and busy. Can you bring in guests by video if you need that? Yes, I can. Yeah, I can bring in up to, I think, is it 4 or 5 maximum at a time, I believe, using this. I basically, what happens is I send the guests a link, and it's all browser based. So they don't need to download any software. They accept that and, you know, put in their name at the bottom or whatever. And then when I'm ready, I bring them in on live video. So I did that a year or two ago when I was doing some chat stuff, and it works great. But also created a special overlay video on the screen to where it divided us up nicely and put everybody in. So like I had a 2x2 and then a 3 person chat and a 4 person. So I had a special graphic made up, and all the windows kind of fit inside those little graphics, kind of like a Brady Bunch thing, or you know, when they do interviews on the news and stuff. So remember you as the Flash dressed up at a Comic Con, Stephen. I do remember a Flash. Was that you? It was the Flash in the Pan at the time. Yes, Nikki, Bucky's. Yeah, I mean, you know, what's not to love with Bucky's, huh? So let's see what else is going on. Where do you think the Muppets franchise can go? Mark asks. It can go anywhere. It can go nowhere. Sadly it's not up to me or most of us. I have plenty of ideas of what to do with it and how to make stuff work and give people what they want, but they haven't asked me for some reason. I don't know. It's kind of odd, isn't it? So, so I've got this thing turned on right now, where, you know, it'll kind of like follow me around a bit, and the camera will adjust a little bit. Hang on, let's see. Right, see that it's kind of moving around a bit, and you know, I think it'll if I leave, it'll zoom in perhaps on the background, or if I go back here maybe. So yeah, okay, it's zooming in a bit now. I don't know how I feel about that. I think there might be a place for it. I can also turn that off. But right now, there's this trend of, there you can see now it's all adjusting again. There's this trend of everybody wants this wide angle shots, and they want the camera right close to them, and there's all this distortion